Can the US government stop the Area 51 raid? With the ever-increasing numbers on the Facebook event Storm Area 51, they can't stop all of us, the US Air Force has officially issued a real warning, attempting to discourage civilians from attending this very absurd and very illegal incursion. Welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Paoli, stepping in yet again to dive into hypothetical land with you all and discuss whether or not the US government would have a chance at stopping the 2.8 million and counting people who have expressed interest in storming the secure off-limits facility. In case you haven't been privy to the news, one story has been dominating our news feeds as of late, a Facebook event that has been transcending joke status, becoming a full-blown viral meme. Despite the comedic rhetoric on the event and a pinned post that addresses the US government informing them this is merely a joke, some individuals have been inspired to take it seriously, and there is a lot of debate as to whether or not the famous airbase will be stormed on September 20th by conspiracy theorists determined to find answers about extraterrestrials. Area 51, located in Nevada north of Las Vegas, has long been of interest to those who believe the US government is hiding the truth about alien life in the universe, and houses aliens and other curiosities not of our planet in the base. Although according to multiple sources, ones who have been previously employed by the US Air Force and have worked on the base, including Robert Scales, a retired Major General, have noted that the base is simply a testing range. The hype concerning Area 51 being a hub for the government's experiments and studies with extraterrestrial life was primarily spawned from the rumors of an unidentified flying object in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947, which was later revealed by the Roswell Army Airfield to be a weather balloon. The Air Force did investigate claims of UFO sightings that year, known as Project Blue Book, which ended in 1969 after they looked into over 12,000 claims. In addition to that, a UFO spotting occurred in 1959 approximately 130 miles south of the facility, and two other nearby sightings occurred within the span of 3 weeks, which found their way into local news reports. Ever since, the idea that aliens could be lurking behind the boundaries of Area 51 has taken hold of our collective consciousness, finding its way into pop culture via television and films the likes of The Twilight Zone and The X-Files. While the event itself was created as a joke on the basis of these rumors as opposed to actual beliefs that Area 51 is hiding something, the US Air Force is still considering the event's popularity as something to be wary of, and are taking the security threat seriously. The population of the event and the chatter online revolving around it has led to the US Air Force releasing a statement. I quote, "Any attempt to illegally access the area is highly discouraged," end quote. So what would actually happen if a large group of people attempted to storm the facility? While it seems implausible that all 2.8 million plus Facebook users that have RSVP to the group will show up on Area 51's doorstep, what would happen if even half that many people attempted the raid? Let's take a look at what has happened in the past when someone tried to illegally enter Area 51, and what the US law says about restricted military bases. According to the Justice Manual from the United States Department of Justice, in Section 1382 of Title 18, trespassing on military bases is forbidden. It prohibits any person from entering any military installation for any purpose prohibited by law. In addition, this section precludes individuals who have been removed from bases and instructed not to re-enter from re-entering without permission. The mere presence of the individual on the base after his exclusion or the simple intent to enter will be sufficient enough to violate the law. Persons who violate this section are subject to 6 months imprisonment, a $500 fine, or both. Area 51 is a detachment of Edwards Air Force Base, so this law applies to it. In addition to this, the base, like other military bases, has restricted areas where the use of deadly force is authorized. And around Area 51, there are signs that specifically read "No trespassing" and "Use of deadly force authorized." This means that it is completely legal for US military personnel to open fire on any individuals found within said restricted areas. Now, in 2016, a television crew filming a show titled Conspiracy Road Trip, produced by the BBC, were arrested at gunpoint at Area 51 for attempting to approach the facility. According to the reports, the crew, which consisted of 12 individuals, was forced to lie face down while they were searched, and FBI did security checks, which took a total of 3 hours. They were eventually let go and given a fine. Now, prior to that, in 2014, a tour bus with 4 passengers accidentally drove through warning signs surrounding the base and were pulled over by military personnel armed with M16s. They were threatened with a misdemeanor conviction and fined $650. And in this year alone, in January, a man with a cylinder-shaped object in hand failed to stop at a security gate at the Nevada National Security Site, a reservation site where Area 51 can be accessed through. He was shot dead on the scene after ignoring warnings and commands by guards. It is worth noting that this is not strange behavior soldier from a restricted military base to depict. Now, let's take a look at the question at hand. Considering that there is almost 3 million people who have expressed interest or confirmed attendance to the event on Facebook, it is likely that on September 20th and leading up to that date, Area 51 will increase its security tenfold to prepare for the worst case scenario. If the case with the unidentified male who was shot on site can tell us anything, it is that if someone who is unauthorized attempts to charge into Area 51 and ignores orders from military personnel, it is incredibly likely that they will be shot at and potentially killed. So it is safe to assume that if a large population of people swarmed Area 51, there would be a massive amount of casualties. If this is the case and the crowds get violent and storm the facility and somehow manage to get past military personnel, there are two possible outcomes. First, reinforcements will be called in, and a gruesome incursion will occur, likely with many naive and underprepared individuals attempting to flee the scene, probably being arrested and charged. The second is, say that over 1 million people show up and manage to break through the military's defense lines, they will be a little clueless as to what to do next, or how to access these secrets that they seek. Even if there are aliens hidden at the facility, or other secrets, there is without a doubt that a certain level of security would be detaining such information, and any individuals trying to break in would need some sort of key, passcode, level of identification to even access that information or evidence. So it could really be all for nothing. Realistically, they probably wouldn't find anything much of interest to begin with. Alright, there we have it, friends. What do you think? Will the US government intervene? Will a good chunk of those people from the Facebook event show up? Give us a shout in those comments below and share your thoughts with us. If you dug this video, spread the love, hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe to Life's Biggest Questions while you're at it for more videos just like this one. In the meantime though, thanks for watching and stay curious, friends.